What you talking about now, Scene? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. You have to understand that. It ain't just a matter of turning it on and off, like, because the moment you understand it, then the power can't come in. You know, oh, bitch, you're trying to infuse pain into this joy. Nope, sorry. Not this time, energy vamp. You feel me? Because they'll come in and then they'll put these things on you. You feel me? You start, like, you ever been with like just a whole negative motherfucker? And it just seemed like your life just started collapsing because you were living in a joyous state. And you allowed a painful motherfucker to come in. Because a lot of painful motherfuckers come in because of your joy. You feel me? Because of your joy. Like, that's what they come in here for. I want a piece of that shit. But they don't know how to operate from joy. You feel me? So they start throwing negative shots at you. They start trying to bring you down because it's like, yo, you got to come down to here. No, you got to come up to here. Stop being so negative all the time. What Pac say in Poetic Justice? You're like, yo, fuck you, bitch. Why you always got to say something negative? Like, you feel me? When you in a joyous state, you can say that shit because that is pain trying to infuse in your shit. You feel me? That was a perfect example because Chicago was like, yo, man, he alright, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to, like, when you see somebody joyously living their life, why do you have to infuse pain in that shit? Because if you're the type of motherfucker that do that shit, you operate from a painful perspective. Your personal identity is through pain. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had to learn that shit, you know, like, within the last few years. You feel me? Relationship-wise. Now, I was attracting women who wanted the joy, who were attracting to my joys, but they were still painful in identity. But it's like you meet because it's just like, yo, you still down, don't get me wrong. I still had common pains that we could relate to, but I wasn't operating for pain. So when those pains showed up, it's like, oh, this is the commonality, but I want to show you what I've done with that pain. You know? I want to show you what I've done with that pain. My mom told me something very, very powerful and pivotal one time. She said, you know what? The So Frail series that you wrote is because you've overcame the pain that you had. She said, when I read that, she said, it's not, I can tell you're not coming from an evil or bitter place. You've healed from the pain and you wrote about it. And I was like, damn, that's some real shit. I can see that. You feel what I'm saying? So I know how to still tap into that pain that I have with somebody. But I'm in a joyous state with that shit now. I made peace with that. So just because I talk about the pain and I say, yeah, I've been through this, I've been through that, but how can you still smile through it? Because it's joy now. Like, that pain is dead. You feel me? I don't operate from a painful identity. You feel me? Therefore, I don't go down those same routes that people go through when it comes to dealing with emotions. You feel me? But this came from mastering that. This came from mastering that and actually spending time with each one of these motherfucking feelings that came up and triggered that pain. I was like, yo, why do I still feel this way? You're always going to be triggered till you understand which emotion you operate from, which is either pain or joy. You feel me? When you can get that concept, you're like, yo, do I operate from pain or do I operate through joy? And then when you shift your personal identity, that's when life changes. You feel me? That's when life changes because now you have no other choice but to operate through love. That's why it's like, you know, when you look at the chakras, the first four are the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, and the heart, right? Their their elements that are associated with them are earth, water, fire, and air, respectively. You feel what I'm saying? The four elements of creation. Once you master these four elements of creation, you now have created some shit. It's alchemy. You feel me? So until your heart chakra is mastered, which is air, that is the transitional phase. You feel me? Transitional element. You have to have all of these intact. So you have to start with your foundation. If fear is what blocks you with your root, you got to learn how to shift that from fear to faith. Once you shift that from start being more faithful like having faith in things, because fear and faith is the same shit. Fuck what people say, fear and faith is the same shit energetically. Fear is avoiding something you don't know nothing about, you don't have any understanding on. Faith is going towards it. That's why they say walk by faith and not by sight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to walk without, whether you have understanding or not, you're supposed to, it's being a fool. Go into it, right? So operate from that. When you get to the energy of emotion and shit, you'll start to operate more through joy than you do from pain. You feel what I'm saying? And then from there, your personal identity will be rooted in one of the two emotions. Whichever emotion that your personal identity is rooted through, that's what you're going to operate from your heart chakra. You're going to be love or hate. Energetically, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're opposite sides of the same point. Love is not an emotion, it's a power. That's why it sits at the fourth chakra, while feelings and emotions sit at the second. You feel me?